And Vic, you know, all of us and viewers at home have seen these old-time court shows on television where the judge says, attorneys, we'll see you in my chambers, or come to the front. You know, what really goes on?
Well, it just really depends on what's occurred in the courtroom. For example, you can have something occur in the courtroom where a witness says something that is illegal to say. They just blurt it out. It's prejudicial to one side or the other, and the judge may call us up there, and we make a decision about whether to go forward with the trial. But as a general rule, when you're called up there, we're addressing an objection that the other side has raised, and the court will listen to both sides and then give a ruling. Then the lawyers will return to the case and follow the judge's instructions. As a general rule, that's what's going on. Now, there are some other instances where they said, the judge may say, look, you know, it's about time for lunch. How much longer are you going to be with this witness? Stop, you know, and then they'll look to the jurors and say, look, what time do y'all want to go to lunch? We're going to be a little bit longer with this witness, or we're going to finish up here in 20 minutes and try to accommodate the jury. So most of the time when we're up there, we're addressing a problem that the juries either aren't involved with, issues that may affect the result of the trial unfairly for one side as versus the other, and sometimes Chase will know, judge may be addressing the lawyers about what they're doing.
Right. Bad faith of another way, I guess. Conduct.
And Chase, you may have some other examples of what you've been through.
Yeah, this is just recently. A lot of times a judge makes a ruling called it's a ruling on a motion in limine. A motion in limine is something that you actually file with the court prior to trial if you believe that there's some evidence that you really, really need and want to include that the other side's going to try and keep out. And the judge makes a ruling ahead of time about, can you introduce this or can you not introduce it? And if you can, in what way? When the judge makes that ruling, you can't bring it up if he says you can't bring it up. And then if you do bring it up, all of a sudden everybody comes to the front. And so it's a way for the judge to communicate with you that you've either crossed a line, or if I just so happened to ask a question and it made it so that I can introduce that evidence, I need to make the judge aware of that at that time, and that's what will be done there. And we do the sidebar a lot of times so that the jury doesn't have to actually get up, leave the courtroom, let us have our discussion, let us talk about the law without the prejudicial evidence coming in where the jury can actually hear what we're discussing, and we wait and bring the jury back in. So we do it to try and avoid a lot of that, save some time.
There's not some secret meeting going on between the lawyers and the judge to keep something from a jury. It's a meeting going on to follow the law and to make sure that we fairly present the case.
Fair enough.